Fire the cannon! How about them Bucs, baby?
He's excited! I'm going up for stuff right there! Ooh, yeah!
about them Bucs, baby?
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another edition of the Evolution of Sports Talk Television. It's the Sports Web live here from Up the Block Barbershop. 4946 Moog Road in Holiday, Florida, as we're out here with the guys today talking to all the great barbers, especially the one over there, Mr. Ricky, who decided not to be in the shot or is not in the shot. Maybe he'll scoot in the shot. We'll get him on along with Braxton, PJ, and everybody else here. But how do we start off this show? As you know them, you love them, you got to have them. So here it is. Bring the passion, bring our excitement. Just don't bring any nonsense. Once again, I'm your host, Peter Blake, your Rolex reporter. What time is it? It's my time. And of course, for fans of the sports web, the Tampa Bay sports fan, especially you Go Bucs fans, it's your time as we're 5 days away from the NFL draft. So we'll take your phone calls. Who do you want to see the Bucs draft? It's very simple. Do they draft a tight end? Do they draft an edge rusher? Do they draft an inside linebacker? Do they draft a corner? Are you looking forward to seeing the draft on Thursday? What's your favorite draft memory? Going back to last night, speaking of memories, it was not a good one if you're a Rays fan at all. As they lose 5-1 to the Pittsburgh Pirates. They'll face Paul Skeens today. They only had a total of 5 hits that put me to sleep. I'm not going to lie. I went to sleep. Sometimes the Rays offense is the cure for insomnia for me. So if you want to talk Rays baseball, we can. They are still top in the American League with the 11 wins. So we'll definitely get into that. Open phone line, 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391. Chris Cole says, afternoon, you, my friend.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go out to Willamane Joseph. Hello, my name is Willamane Joseph. I live in Winter Haven, Florida, Polk County, United States of America. Black, deafness, Haitian, love the NFL, and my best NFL football team is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I love that. So thanks a lot for tuning in to the Evolution of Sports Talk Television. As always, we'll give you this. You said go Bucs, go Bucs.
Wait up, little boy. Wait up.
Go Bucs.
It's exciting.
It is exciting, Todd. You still have a job, by the way.
We got the job, baby.
We'll go ahead and go out to Gene here.
Fire the cannon.
How about
How
Byron?
about them Bucs, baby?
And how about this? All right, so again, open phone line, 727-255-0391 at 727-255-0391 here live from Up the Block Barbershop. Remember, you don't have to go far. It's Up the Block Barbershop, 4946 Moog Road in Holiday, Florida, whether you want a haircut, which, by the way, I'm styling and profiling here. The haircut looks good. Ricky did a great job. Ricky Hightower with the great work there, whether it's a haircut, beard trim, or fade, they got you covered with him and all the fine barbers here at Up the Block Barbershop. Tell them the Rolex reporter Peter Blake sent you. So there you go. There is the promotions. Well, we got one more, of course. If you're a Bucs fan, you should like this. Besides this show, if my stuff is working right now, and it's not working right now, so we will just hold off on that on the graphic. But Bucs latest on the Fan Arch Network. Go like and subscribe, Bucs fans. It's your test. Bucs latest on YouTube, 5 days a week, 10 to 15 minutes of Bucs content. You can't call in, but you can talk behind my back, leave comments, and I'll probably read them on Friday, or maybe I won't. But more than likely, I will. Again, Bucs latest on the Fan Arch Network. So let's keep on reading some of these comments. As always, hello, good afternoon to Jim. Damn it, Jim from Ohio.
Damn it, Jim, what the hell is the matter with you?
Yes, there's definitely something wrong with you, especially if you tune into the show on a Saturday afternoon, but we appreciated it as always, Jim. Let's go out to Chris Cole, 4538. It is not how you start, it's how you finish. Absolutely. We'll see if the Rays can finish what they did last night or do something besides only have 5 hits. That's not going to work. And they got a tough customer today and Paul Skeen. So thanks a lot for the comment.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go out to Mr. Williams, Tampa Bay Buccaneers for live 54-13. Thank you for your good work. We could definitely talk about that because Mike Evans had some comments as the story will not go away if you're a Tampa Bay Buccaneer fan, which a lot of Bucs fans want it to go away. By the way, let me give you an update here, a Todd Bowles update. It is April 18th, 2026. It is 12:10, and still your head coach is Todd Bowles.
It's exciting.
It is exciting, Todd. There you go. All right, so we'll read those comments. We read those comments. Let's go out to Instagram Live. Nothing there yet. Let's go out to TikTok, as that seems to be working. We got Spectrum Internet in the building. They actually have decent internet compared to the internet I used to have, so that's always a good thing at this point. Because the other internet didn't necessarily work. By the way, Mr. Williams, I hope you are not in the hospital, but if you are, thank you very much for making us a priority here on the evolution of Sports Talk Television. Again, like and subscribe to the Sports Web on YouTube. Friend me on Facebook at Peter H. Blake. Go to Instagram Live. Follow me there, I guess. TikTok. We joined the Carter Agency right there because it's more than a game. My graphics are not coming up today, so I don't know what's going on with StreamYard, but thank you very much. I paid for a great service that doesn't work. I love when people don't do their job, but here's the one thing you don't have to worry about when you come to Up the Block Barbershop. They're going to do a damn good job. By far. I've come here the last 3 to 4 years. This guy, Ricky, cuts my hair great. This guy over here, Braxton's cut my hair before. He does great. That guy over there in the corner, PJ. Say hello, PJ. You're going to get on the camera or you're going to be shy today? Come on here. Let's go out to PJ here. Let's meet some of the great barbers here at Up the Block. Go ahead, sit down there. Put those cans on. Be professional here. Let me make you professional on the evolution of Sports Talk Television. Get close to that mic right there. Introduce yourself. We're live here from Up the Block Barbershop here on the evolution of Sports Talk Television. What's going on, boss?
What's going on, Mr. Blake?
How you doing? You can hear yourself fine, right?
Yes, this is amazing.
This is amazing, right? You looked at this, you were like, you're really going all out. And I said, well, yeah, you got to listen. This is not a podcast. People go, this is like a podcast. If it's a podcast, everything that I say right now, I cannot do anything about editing. So it is live. If you put it out there, if you stumble, if you stammer, if you stutter sometimes, people are going to laugh at you. It's live. This is not a podcast. So tell me how long you worked at Up the Block Barbershop.
PJ the Barber. I've been here for on and off for about 10 years. You know,
yeah,
it's great.
Yes,
everybody here is one of the best barbers.
Yes,
we get a lot of walk-in, a lot of different plethora of clientele here. You know, we put out good work.
You do.
So yeah, you know, it's great.
Great stuff. Great stuff. What got you into being a barber in the first place?
I started when I first moved out here to Newport Richie. I needed a job. So
how old were you?
I was 26.
26.
Yes.
Care to share how old you are now?
Well, you know, if you were listening.
You're not a lady, so I can ask your age at this point. I can reveal your age. By the way, I threw my mom's age out there the other night. She probably is mad at me when I said she was 67. Sorry, Mom. But I can ask your age.
Yeah, well, I'm 36 years young.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Doing good, brother. Doing good.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Keeps it going.
When's usually the busiest time? Because Saturday looks like we're packed up here. Got a good shot. Yeah, guys do back to school stuff. I mean, what's been the busiest times for you guys here at Up the Block?
I mean, in general, the busiest times is always the holidays.
Right.
But, you know, it differs throughout the week. Fridays, Saturdays. We're one of the only shops that's open 7 days a week out here.
Right.
So
nice.
Sunday through Sunday, you can come in anytime. Rick is one of the best. He's always here.
Ricky Hightower right over there who refuses to be on the camera, but we will get him on camera here eventually, Mr. Shy here. This is the first time you've been on camera, by the way?
No, it's not my first time on camera. I've been on many different cameras in front of many different people. So,
yeah.
You know, I'm
okay.
not camera shy at all.
You're doing good, bud. You're doing good. You're doing good with that. And I remember you cutting my hair when Ricky was not here. You did the whole posing thing. You kind of made me dizzy, though, when you spun me around. True story about
I was really trying to spin you into my clientele.
You're trying to, that's it. You're trying to spin me into your clientele. That's slick. There you go. Good stuff there, my friend. Good stuff. So usually the holidays?
Yeah, usually the holidays,
Okay.
weekends, every day after school, after people get through the Tampa Bay traffic. So yeah. And everybody has their own clientele here. So
good.
On top of accepting many different walk-ins.
I think we got somebody that knows you here really quick. We'll go out to this man right there, Carlos PJ. What's going on, Carlos? That's the owner, correct?
Yes, that is the owner.
There you go.
Definitely one of the best
I can't
owners.
pronounce his last name. I'm not going to try. Well, I probably can. It's
it's Carlos Carpenter. I mean, actually, Carlos Dominich.
Dominich. There you go. Carlos Dominich right there. Good stuff. Look good, my guy. Absolutely.
Yes,
we got a good shot in the back here. You could see people. I need to get people on this show. They're like, are we really live? Yes, you're really live. I want you guys to talk about how great the barbers are. So tell people out there why they should come down to Up the Block Barbershop, because I always say you don't have to go far, and they say that's not true. You have to go to Holiday. But guess what? It's worth the ride. It's worth the trip. You spend 30, 45 minutes, you get good quality work. They cut you, make me look good. People say I have a face for radio. That's not true, but they do. But I got to look good. I got to look professional. So tell people out there why they should go out to Up the Block Barbershop here in Holiday, Florida.
You should really come to Up the Block Barbershop because we are not only the flyest, most pumping shop in the city.
Yes.
We take pride in every client, whether you're a walk-in or a personal client of the barber, ourselves. We really put in a lot of work. The barbers here have their own set of superpower skills to make every client.
What's your
look good.
superpower? You're part of the Avengers here. What's your superpower?
I would think the shears is my superpower.
The shears, okay.
Yeah, shear work is definitely my superpower. I can really turn you into, I could take you from that to the best.
All right, the best. That's what we're all about here on the Evolution of Sports Talk Television. So you're a superhero fan. I heard that. Are you happy, excited about them re-releasing Endgame, and then they're also coming out with Doomsday, or is the superhero gimmick at this point run its course? What do you say?
Man, I feel like I was just talking about how I should get back into watching these movies. I didn't know the superhero aspect and movie thing was still a thing.
Well, let me give it away here. Robert Downey Jr. is coming back as Doomsday. He's not going to be Iron Man. He's going to be Doomsday, supposedly. But they got all the original Avengers back. You know why? Because they had to do it because the ratings stink for the Disney new heroes. So
I was surprised. I was just talking with my client how they haven't released the Batman lately. Do you have to have a superpower to be a superhero?
I don't think you do. That's why I appreciate Batman in the first place, honestly, because he always could use his intelligence, even though he's like a multi-millionaire, billionaire type of dude. Yeah. He could always create that with his money. He'd take his money, he used his fist and stuff like that to beat people up. He never had a superpower, if you will. It wasn't like Superman, wasn't like all the other superheroes. So
JT is really big into the superhero scene. So,
okay.
Yeah, he's really
all right. Yeah. You're into sports here. We're big time Bucs fans. You're a Bucs fan?
Bucs fan.
What did you think about Mike Evans and Levante David leaving? Get close to that mic because I want them to hear you. Go ahead.
Of course, I'm a big Mike Evans fan. I'm going to miss him. I just recently heard he changed his number to number 5.
Number 5 for the San Francisco 49ers. You know what I think about that? Here's what Tom Brady thinks about that.
That's good enough to suck right there.
Exactly. It sucks.
Yeah.
Yes. It sucks for a lot of Bucs fans right now because he was here for 12 years, 11 consecutive years of 1,000-yard receiving. I was surprised by it. I think there's a lot of Bucs fans that are surprised by it to the point of where they're saying, you know what, 2026 is over with before it started. And I'm like, listen, they got some kids in that wide receiving room, and Emeka Ibuka and Jalen McMillan and Chris Godwin, who's a veteran, and Tez Johnson, guys like that. So I'm saying it's, all hope is not lost, but it is definitely devastating for a lot of Bucs fans out there to lose a Mike Evans. So how were you feeling when you heard about Mike Evans? How surprised were you?
I was, at the time I was hurt, like every other Bucs fan.
Right.
But the man's getting $16 million next year or this year.
Right.
Guaranteed.
Right.
So
he's getting some good money.
It
wasn't about money, though. He actually took less money to go to the San Francisco 49ers, which is crazy.
I really think he left because of Todd Bowles. I believe you should have kept the player, get rid of the coach.
Yeah.
Hey,
so you're on the bandwagon of firing Todd Bowles at this point.
Yeah, I mean, if that's what we're gonna call it, it is. But I'm looking forward to draft day. You know, we can get
5 days away.
Yeah. What's the guy from Oregon? Sadiq.
You want to draft a tight end at 15?
Two tight ends to
I can't do it. This defense, listen, you guys want to fire Todd Bowles, but you don't want to give him the horses. You don't want to give him the weapons. You got to give the man the weapons. You got to give him an outside linebacker, an edge rusher, an inside linebacker. You got to give him those plate pieces. You can't keep on drafting offense. Everybody's saying, oh, you draft a tight end at this point. What the hell is a tight end going to do for your defense?
Yeah, it'll do better for.
You can score 40 points and give up 41. Yeah. He ain't going to win the game.
You know,
I'm just saying.
By the way, I got to say this, Buccaneers, please. I think it's time that we give Baker Mayfield a big contract extension.
How much? $50 million? They're saying you're going to reset the market there. $50 million. We got our guy here, Brent O'Neill. He hates Baker Mayfield, by the way.
My goodness.
He's a part of the I hate the Baker Mayfield guy. He says he's too short. First and foremost, too short of a quarterback. I always mentioned Drew Brees, Russell Wilson. He said it doesn't count because Baker can't win any primetime games or any big-time games. He forgets. He's got selective amnesia. What do you think about Baker Mayfield? I see you, Brent. I see you, buddy.
I love Baker Mayfield. You know, although that one year he single-handedly kept 3 teams out of the playoff contention and some years back, but he came and he took over for the Bucs. He's doing his thing. I just believe he needs an extension. You know,
I agree.
His final year, I think he proved himself.
95 touchdowns, PJ, and 37 interceptions. By the way, if you don't know what you're tuning into, it's the evolution of sports talk television live here from Up the Block Barbershop, 4946. Moog Road in Holiday, Florida. I'm your host, Peter Blake, your Rolex reporter, along with PJ, one of the great barbers here. So Baker Mayfield deserves an extension.
Yes.
What's the record if they draft well on Thursday? By the way, where are you watching the draft?
I will be watching the draft probably at my humble abode. You know?
All right, your humble abode. Well, I want you to do me a favor because I think we're going to be live here on the Evolution. I'm going to do draft coverage, live reaction, take some phone calls. Hopefully you tune in. I don't think we're going down to downtown St. Pete, although the Bucs are having a draft block party down there. I was tempted, but I got to work until 5:30. It's just throwing all this stuff together, trying to throw it on the block there, and people trying to step on it and get in my shot and all this other nonsense. I think I'll just stay home with my Frontier internet, 1,000 gig up and 1,000 gig down at this point, and do some draft coverage. So
shout out to Frontier.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, well, we got Spectrum right here, so they're doing pretty good with it here so far. I know we talk internet on this show, but I got it. It looks beautiful. I mean, I set up the shot. We got everything in the background here, so
it's great.
Yeah, once again, okay. So, how do you feel optimistic about this season coming up, 2026?
I definitely do. I definitely feel like the Bucs will be in deep playoff contention.
Playoff contention.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, we got a lot of off-season things to do. Speaking of contract extension.
Yes. What are we talking about? Which contract?
Ooh, the Texans.
Oh, Will Anderson.
Hello.
I mean, that's what. Listen. That is what the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are missing. You're missing a Will Anderson. So when you come up here, no offense, with your nonsense of trying to draft I love you, PJ, but you're trying to draft a tight end here at 15. We need a Will Anderson to get after those quarterbacks. Then a Bryce Young who looks like a midget in one of these barber chairs needs a high seat at this point. Mm-hmm. Even though the Panthers won that division, you need to get after him. You need to get after Tyler Shuck. There from the New Orleans Saints, and then of course who the hell the quarterback is there, Michael Penix or Tua. Both of those guys hurt at this point. They're already hurt. They got out of bed this morning, tripped on a banana pill, and they're already hurt. So who knows who the quarterback is there? Go. The point is though, you need an edge rusher to get after the quarterback. If you don't have that, and that's the reason why the Texans are willing to pay him how much? What was it, $15 million or something ridiculous?
50 M's.
We picked the wrong the wrong job descriptions at this point. We need to make that kind of money. Yeah.
3 years.
That's why you got to draft one.
Yeah. You know, I was kind of mad that we didn't get Myles Garrett that one day last year, but hey.
Well, he took the money and ran. I mean, there was no trade at that point. If you're going to trade for a Myles Garrett, it would be at least 2 to 3 first-round picks. And I just don't think the Bucs are there. They're going to do that at this point. So we'll see. But Myles Garrett last year with the sack record, so we'll see if we can duplicate that in the cesspool that is the Cleveland Browns organization. That's exactly what they are. All right, PJ, go ahead and promote yourself here on Up the Block, of course, on the sports web, Up the Block Barbershop. Go ahead and tell people out there why they should come see you and all the great barbers here at Up the Block.
Hey, you should come to everybody, not just me. You should come to everybody here at Up the Block Barbershop, 4946 Move Road, Holiday. We offer the best services. We give you good feels, good vibes. We really take pride in our work.
Yes, we usually have music on, but we had to shut it off because the Facebook and YouTube police would have copyrighted us at this point. So, yes, people coming in right now looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm not talking to myself. We're really live here on really Facebook live. And YouTube. Yes,
really live. But yeah, shout outs to Brack, shout outs to Cam.
Yeah,
Cam Cut It.
Yeah,
we got JT. We got Rye in the back. Rye, that's my guy.
Okay.
But yeah,
we gotta introduce everybody that comes on here. You could see this is the fluid right now. Fluidity, that's the word I like to use with fluidity. Yes, like fluidity, right? Yeah, I got that out of the source.
A good vocabulary too.
I try to have a good vocabulary sometimes because I'm a broadcaster. Some people think I talk like an 8-year-old sometimes, and I have to because of some of the fans like Brent over here. Love you, Brent. Still just my whipping boy here because he's not a Baker Mayfield fan. We got to get him to be a Baker Mayfield fan in 2026. That's all it's to it.
Yeah, Baker Mayfield, I might need him to have like 10 Zins in his mouth in his pocket this year.
Well, stay healthy. He's got to stay healthy.
Wait up, little boy.
Yeah.
Wait up.
He's got to stay healthy there. Yeah, absolutely.
Sure. Shout outs to the NBA playoffs starting today.
Yes. How about the Orlando Magic? Orlando Magic. Whoa. Oh, okay. I'm going to stop singing there. They did. Ben Carroll finally came out and played. A lot of Magic, a lot of Bucs fans, they want Mosley fired. Magic fans at this point. So looks like he saved his job. That series starts on Sunday, and of course we got the Tampa Bay Lightning hockey talk. You awake there, PJ? Yes, they are going to be 5:45 versus Montreal, game 1. So a busy weekend. If you love sports, if you love NBA, if you love NHL, and then by the way, don't know if you're a wrestling fan, but WrestleMania weekend. So we could definitely talk
I didn't even know
about
that.
Yes.
Whoa.
Well, it doesn't seem like it because it's as flat as a pancake at this point. The whole buildup of WrestleMania has been ridiculous. Nobody knows. So we'll talk some WrestleMania too if you want to. But PJ, appreciate the time as always, my friend. Who do you got winning the NBA championship?
I know I'm gonna get some haters out here, but we going LeBron, man.
LeBron's gonna do it, huh?
We going LeBron. I feel like he's on the end of his. I feel like
he's been at the end of his thing. He's still not the greatest of all time. I don't care if he hangs out for 30, 40 years. Your generation's not going to win this. Jordan is the greatest of all time, period, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Of course. I'm not going to go against Jordan.
No nonsense there. That's good. You're not bringing any nonsense. You're not going to sell me on LeBron James being the greatest of all time.
No, I'm not going to troll you on your own show, man.
Don't do that. Because I'll troll you back. PJ, man, appreciate you, brother. Yes, thank you very much for coming on. One of the great barbers here. PJ at Up the Block Barbershop. Open phone lines. What's going on today, guys? You didn't think I was doing a show? 727-255-0391 and 727-255-0391. As always, thank you very much for tuning in here as we're live from Up the Block Barbershop, 4946 Moog Road in Holiday, Florida. You don't have to go far. It's Up the Block Barbershop, whether you want a haircut, beard trim, or fade. All the great barbers, including my favorite barber, Mr. Ricky's got you covered. Just tell them the Rolex reporter, Peter Blake, sent you. All right, so let's go out to these comments as we're once again live on YouTube, live on Facebook, Instagram Live, TikTok. I don't know why. Okay. I don't know why the TikTok just flagged me. Flagged me for what? What did you flag me for? Saying I don't like LeBron James? Give me a break. Get out of here. I don't know. Censorship is a son of a gun. I didn't curse. All right, let's go out to Brent. Just don't use the Mike Evans excuse for Baker Mayfield. Of course, I won't use the Mike Evans excuse for Baker Mayfield. We won't use any excuses, Brent, when it comes to talking about Baker Mayfield and this Bucs team going forward, because there can be no excuses. Baker Mayfield has to be perfect. He can't be injured. The offensive line in front of him can't be injured. If it's on Baker Mayfield, it's all on him. Let's go out to CS3 brother Cole, welcome to the Evolution here on a Saturday live from Up the Block. What's going on, boss?
Yeah, man. I mean, you're calling out the callers with the crickets and whatnot. I gotta come out there for you, because I'm driving, and I don't normally like to talk while I'm driving, but I'm gonna hook you up.
Well, man, I appreciate you. I definitely appreciate you calling in, and I appreciate you coming out, which is really cool. And we'll have to do this again.
I'm about 20 minutes away, so and you talk about 45 minutes, man. I'm driving over an hour to come see your sorry butt. So, you better not be throwing off some nonsense, bro.
It's only been about what? How many years has it been, my friend, since I seen you here? What has it been? About 11 years since you've seen me. We went to school together, Connecticut School of Broadcasting. CSB brother Cole.
2012 and 2013, somewhere in there.
Wow, time flies, my friend, when you're having fun.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yes, it
has.
Been a minute.
I know back in the day when before you had the second trip, you know what I'm saying? You were trying to do your arachnid thing, and it's all good. I love what you've done. I really do love what you've done, and your show is awesome. However, I have to call you out, man. I do. I have to call you out.
Call me out. Okay? What do you call me out for? Go ahead.
I'm telling you what. There is no defensive end, no rusher. Will Anderson, he's not walking through that door. Will Anderson was picked at 2, bro. He's not going to fall at 15. There's nobody going to fall at 15 that's going to be worth something as a defense. You need to trade back, or you need to pick the best player available, which means you pick the best left guard, or you pick the best tight end.
Oh, I can't go off because you guys complain about defense every year, and then when you get an opportunity to draft an edge rusher,
I want the edge guy from Clemson, and you're going to be able to trade back. The problem is nobody's going to want to trade up to live in. You're in purgatory over here.
Right.
You ain't got nothing decent. I mean, you got good guys in the back and good guys up front, and we're smack dab in the middle.
Yeah.
We're getting squeezed.
Well, you never know. They could trade up. I doubt it at this point, but I definitely
think. I
don't
think they're going to trade up. I don't think they're going to trade up. But I tell you what, they go to top 10 picks, and then they're really good top 10 picks, and then it drops off a cliff after like 12.
Love it. Well, listen, I will say this, man. I will say this. I think there are some rushers out there. I think Akeem Mesidor, 25 years old, a lot of people looking at him saying red flags with the injury. 12.5 sacks last year for the Miami Hurricanes. I definitely think there's an opportunity for Ruben Bain Jr. I threw this out there to Bucs fans.
Ruben Bain's too much of a headache, bro. And Mr. Short Arms himself, Mesidor, come on, man.
Oh, Mesidor's ready to come in right away and perform. I mean, if you get 5 or 6 years out of him, even though he's 25 years old, I definitely think he can come in here. And here's the great thing about it.
Short Arms himself, Mr. Midget Arms himself. Okay.
I don't know about short arms. I don't think he has that short of arms. But Cassius Howe from Texas A&M, he would be a guy that definitely has short arms. He'll still be there, very productive edge rusher from Texas A&M. They could definitely look at him. You mentioned T.J. Parker from Clemson. That could be a player at this point. Malachi Lawrence from UCF. They brought him in for a top 30 visit.
I don't want any Knights on this team, dude. We got no Knights on this team.
Listen,
as a USF fan, no Knights on this team.
Listen. You know that I'm a USF fan. Where's my USF music? There it is. There's my USF music. But at the end of the day, they're all Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Whether they're Miami Hurricanes, I said the same thing. I don't want Warren Sapp. Yes, you do. You want Warren Sapp whether he's a Miami Hurricane. I'm a Florida State fan.
I don't want any Knights because the Knights ain't got anybody decent on their squad. That's
right.
The whole reason.
Well, I'm a Florida State fan, so that is.
Well, you're a man of faith, and I get that. I understand that, and I pray for you, man, because you're off your rocker being a Florida State fan, man.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I was a Bobby fan. I was a Bobby Bowden fan. The minute Bobby Bowden left, I was done. I thought I was a Florida State fan too, but man, when Bobby Bowden retired, I'm done.
Right. But that's it. That's been it for Florida State
and all that stuff. So it's all good. I'll talk to you. It'll be about 15 minutes, and I'll be there.
All right, sounds good, my friend. I appreciate you. All right, good stuff there.
Take care.
Yep. See you, Cole. All right, open phone lines as always. 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391. I don't know what happened here. Something went wrong when it comes to TikTok, so we'll try to get back on there as I'll try to edit. But there are open phone lines right now. Let's go ahead and talk about it. Who do you want to see this team? Wow. Okay. Well, okay. I don't know what's going on there. So they're not letting me in to TikTok. So I don't know. I don't know what happened there, but okay. So we're not live on TikTok. I guess they decided to kill the feed there, which I don't understand why, but we'll see what happens. We're on the other platforms at this point. In fact, let's go ahead and go out to this platform here real quick. See if this will work. Stand by. All right, so open phone lines on that. If you want to talk about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers draft situation, who do you want to see them draft at 15? Do you want to see them draft a tight end? We talked about left guard, right guard. I don't think that's a big need position at this point. I think, in fact, it would be a mistake if you go in that direction when it comes to drafting an offensive player, because obviously the way this defense has been, how bad this defense was last year, not able to close out games, not able to get after the quarterback, not able to cause enough turnovers. And a lot of Bucs fans want Todd Bowles fired. To that point, listen, that's fine, but you got to give him the weapons. You got to give him the horses in order to work. If you don't give that man the tools to work with, it's not going to work out. So, all right, we'll go back out to these comments here. We'll read them off of YouTube here, Facebook, and Instagram Live, as we're live on all those platforms at this point. Okay, so we will not use the Mike Evans excuse. Evans' comments about Brock Purdy being the best quarterback ever to play with is laughable. I guess he doesn't remember playing with Brady. Heck, Baker is better than Brock Purdy. Again, you look at the numbers when it comes down to it. 95 touchdowns, 37 interceptions, and 3 years with a quarterback that's making $30 million. We're not talking about $60 million like Dak Prescott. We're talking about $30 million. It's a lot of money, but compared to some of the quarterbacks in the league, that is a bargain price for the Bucs. So the production is there. I would expect him to get an extension any day now, to the chagrin of some of you Bucs fans who want to go back to the doldrums and draft a rookie quarterback and only win 3 or 4 games a year. And I just don't understand it. You must not be old Bucs fans. You must be new ones. You must really want to go back to the doldrums at this point and become the Cleveland Browns, which I don't understand why you would want to do that. All right, let's go out to Brent. I'm not mad about Mike Evans leaving. Was going to happen anyway one day. Again, we'll get out to those comments from Mike Evans and what he exactly had to say. Being a new San Francisco 49er and wearing the jersey of 5. Oh, I don't get it. I do not get it. All right. Purdy is better than Baker Mayfield. Laugh out loud. I don't hate Baker Mayfield. You do hate Baker Mayfield. Baker ain't better than Drew Brees or Russell Wilson, but the same height was the point of what I was putting out there. Big Papa Brooks says, yes, sir. Thank you very much for tuning in right there. Yeah. Let's go out to Brent again. The Bucs have to go pass rusher in the first round, linebacker in the second round. I agree with you on that. I think that's where you go. I don't believe any of this nonsense that the Bucs are considering drafting the best player on the board when it comes to a tight end or an offensive lineman. I've got oceanfront property in Arizona if that happens. It's not happening. I'm telling you right now, they're not drafting an offensive player. They're going to draft a defensive player, or they're going to trade down, get multiple defensive players because they have multiple needs on that side of the ball. Excuse me. Big Papa Brooks says, go Bucs, go Bucs, go Bucs.
Wait up, little boy. Wait up.
Go Bucs.
It's exciting.
It is exciting, Todd.
Fire the cannon.
All right.
How about them Bucs, baby?
Here we go. Open phone line, 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391. Live here from Up the Block Barbershop, 4946 Moog Road in Holiday, Florida. I'm your host, Peter Blake, your Rolex reporter. What time is it? It's my time. And, of course, for Tampa Bay sports fans and fans of the sports web, it is your time here. So let's go ahead, continue to read comments from Lawrence. Go Bucs fans and Bucs team. I like it.
It's exciting.
It is exciting.
Fire the cannon.
It is.
How about them Bucs, baby?
Here we go. Let's go out to Rob the Prez Thompson. Happy Saturday, Peter H. Blake. Happy Saturday to you, Prez. Let's go out to Lawrence. Golden State. Did they not get eliminated last night? Did Golden State get eliminated? I thought they got eliminated last night. Maybe I'm wrong about that. It says, Brent, how many Super Bowls does Purdy have? Just as many as Baker. 0. Good comment right there.
Yes! Yes!
Says Chris Cole. Thank you very much for tuning in. Let's go out to Lawrence. Says go Curry. Xavier, Goat. I don't know who that is, but thank you, Xavier. Appreciate it. The best barbershop around. Absolutely. Goat status here for Up the Block Barbershop. All right, let's go out to Instagram Live. Nothing there. We'll try to get some more barbers on here if we can. We can try to get Ricky on here, Braxton on here, anybody else that wants to come on here. You're sitting over there. You want to get on the evolution of sports talk television? You want to talk some sports? No, he doesn't. He doesn't want to talk. They see the camera. They see me, and they're like, there's no way I'm getting on that camera. I mean, it looks fun, but I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to be that person that says something and goes viral. Right, exactly. Or they're not going to be the one that gets close to it and probably knocks it down, which I haven't had that. We got plenty of space here. Again, the shot, I think, looks really good at this point. Let's go out to the phone lines here. Let's go out to this guy. Sun Devil Dave from Arizona. Welcome to the evolution of sports talk television. How do we start off this show, my friend?
Thank you for always wasting my time and goodbye forever.
Thank you for always wasting my time and goodbye forever. So what's on your mind after that sterling intro, my friend?
Well, happy Saturday afternoon.
Yes, happy Saturday.
How's everything going up the Block Barbershop?
It's going great, man. I got my hair cut the other night, as you can see. I'm looking good here, looking straight, looking professional at this point. Trimmed down the beard, gave me a fade. And of course, it's you got to do that sometimes, because once the beard gets too long and it gets into your food, you can't eat the food. It ruins the food at this point. I'm a wing eater. I like to eat lots of chicken wings. So when that beard hair gets in there, that's not good. That's not good at all. So what's on your mind today, boss?
A lot of stuff going on. You mentioned we got NHL playoffs. Lightning starting against the Canadians.
Canadians, yes.
Orlando made it to they're going to be starting the playoffs
against the Detroit Pistons. Yes,
that's amazing. And I actually went to a playoff game last night. I went to the Warriors Suns game out here in the Valley. Mm-hmm. Warriors lost to the Suns in that play-in game, so now the Suns play the Thunder, I believe, in the first round. So that'll be interesting.
Right.
So a lot of good stuff. What was the whole thing about LeBron? Somebody disrespected you or said don't criticize LeBron James?
No, I mean, I was talking to my buddy there, PJ, one of the great barbers here at Up the Block, and he was trying to sell me on LeBron James and his greatness, which he's great in his own right. He's just not Jordan, Well, and I don't think TikTok liked that, because TikTok restricted me, by the way. They shut the video down because I said something about LeBron James. You got to be kidding me.
Oh my God.
Welcome to 2026 in social media. Awful.
It's horrible. Well,
yes.
Here's the deal. LeBron James, one of the greatest players of all time. Great father, great husband, great ambassador. But longevity doesn't mean greatness. If you play for 25 freaking years, of course you're going to get records like most points scored. He also, I think, leads the league in most turnovers and most misses as well because of his longevity.
Right.
So I love LeBron James, but look, he won a title because he ran his nutsack over Draymond Green's face back in 2016 to get Draymond Green kicked out. He won another title.
Oh, I didn't think you were going to go there.
Let's clean up the shop right there.
Hold on.
Yes.
He won another title because Ray Allen made that ridiculous shot to save him, and all the Miami fans left that game.
Yes.
When 30 seconds left, they all tried to come back. And then he wins another title in that bubble gangster Mickey Mouse nonsense. That even shouldn't count.
Right.
So, and then he goes on these podcasts saying, after that win against the Warriors, were down 3-1, and Kyrie saved them that one. He goes, I'm the greatest of all time. I'm like, what are you talking about? That was only his third ring, and then he starts saying how he's the greatest of all time. He complains. He says that, the guys in the 80s and 90s, it's difficult to play today than it was back in the 80s and 90s. What are you, so delusional? Do you watch basketball in the 80s and 90s? It was almost like football. Guys were getting knocked down to the ground, and there was no fouls called.
Yes.
He gets all these touchdowns. Anyways, I'm sorry. I don't want to go to LeBron run. He's still great. Jordan's always going to be the best, and I just wanted to bring that up. Really bummed out about this whole WrestleMania build-up. Very strange promo last night with Punk and Rhodes. in the ring together.
Yeah, that was
congratulating each
kumbaya.
other.
I mean, I get it. You know, you're running out of
I think they're saying
material
they're
at this
leaving, or-
point, but are they gonna? Is that gonna lead into a match or something? What was the point of that? I don't understand the point of that.
I don't know what's going on.
It's
promos are
killing
very
me, man.
strange.
Yes, very
You know,
strange.
and McAfee's cutting a promo about he basically encourages people not to go to WrestleMania on Sunday. He goes, I don't care. Don't even show up Sunday. Just go Saturday. I mean, why would you cut a promo that basically hurts your business?
Yes.
This is really weird stuff. And I'm going to go because I want to see the Brock Lesnar Open Family match. It'll be the first match today. So
Yeah,
I'm going to go to like a big sports bar here. They're going to have a big like a watch party. So
there you go.
pretty excited about that. So,
Well,
hey, also one last thing, the Rays, man. The Rays are in first place.
they are in first place, even though they had like 5 hits last night and it put everybody to sleep with their offensive baseball,
Yeah,
which is not great. And again, you have one bad inning and the bullpen once again craps out. Griffin Jacks doing Griffin Jacks things for this Rays team at this point. So disappointing, but we'll see if they can get it today. Tough customer with Paul Skeens. I know a lot of people looking forward to seeing him because he's one of the young phenoms in baseball, but it's going to be tough. Rays are going to have to put some hits together. They're looking at 2 straight. We'll see. That game, I think, starts at like 4. I think it starts 4 o'clock. The game last night, because nobody watched it, was on Apple. Nobody has Apple TV, by the way. Great job, Major League Baseball. Nobody has Apple TV. But let's go ahead and put it on Apple. I don't even have an Apple phone. So who wants an Apple phone, by the way?
If you get ESPN, they have that partnership with MLB TV. And then if you have the ESPN app, you get the free MLB TV game. Like they give you 1 free game a day, I think.
Yes.
And then they have a partnership with there to give it a little bit more exposure. So a lot of things going on. Let's root for the Lightning in the playoffs. Let's root for the Magic as well. WrestleMania as well. Go Rays, and then we got the draft party next Thursday. We're gonna have a big draft day. I'm excited about that.
Downtown St. Pete, the Bucs organization will be down there, which will be amazing. I was thinking about going down there. We'll see. Do you buy this nonsense that they're going to draft the best player available in a tight end or an offensive guard? Or do you think, again, it's just smoke? It's misinformation season here,
right?
When it comes to the NFL draft.
I think it's just trying to maybe get a better pick, or basically doing a little bit of that bait and switch deal.
Right.
I don't know who's ahead of him, like 13 and 14. They're 15, right?
Yeah, they're 15. Yes.
So maybe they're just doing that to mess with the 16.
Well, the Ravens are ahead of them at 14, I believe, because they didn't trade their first round pick to the Raiders. So yeah.
Maybe they're trying to bait them and saying, "Oh, we're going to take someone that they want," and then they're going to try to bait them, maybe get an extra pick, which is smart. Everyone does that. But I'm excited about the draft. Have a great weekend, and I'll reach out to you on Monday. Okay.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you as always.
Goodbye forever.
Yep, there you go. Thank you for wasting my time, and goodbye forever. Sun Devil Dave there in Arizona. Open phone line 727-255-0391 and 727-255-0391 at Up the Block Barbershop. Let's go out to James Carpenter. He's laughing. I hope you're entertained, my friend. Thank you very much for tuning in. Joe Bucs fan TV, big fan of you guys out there doing great work for 95.7, 100,000 watts. Listen to the Joes there with the great Ira Kaufman, the sage of Tampa Bay. Can you say that at the barbershop? I guess you can't. I guess I can't say anything at the barbershop at this point because on TikTok, it will be held against you. I didn't think I said anything wrong. I don't know what I said at this point. Who knows? I don't even know half of the things I say in the first place. I'm just here at this juncture. All right. Chris Cole says TikTok is too sensitive. I agree with you on that. Chris Cole. LeBron is 4-12 in the finals. MJ is 6-0. If he played in 12 finals, he would be 12-0. Agree with you on that.
Oh, yeah.
And let's go out to King Cook. What's good, Peter? What's good, Webheads? Go Bucs. Go Bucs.
Wait up, little boy. Stop. Wait up.
Go Bucs.
It's exciting.
Go Bucs.
Fire the cannon!
Go Bucs. Open phone line 727-255-0391 at 727-255-0391. Let's go out to Mike Evans, what he had to say joining the San Francisco 49ers. It's still hard for me to say this. I don't know why. It's going to take a while for it to hit me. It's like I was watching the Bucs highlights from 2025. You know who they left out? Mike Evans. Uh-oh. I mean, I guess it makes sense. I mean, there was no sound bites from Mike Evans, and they didn't want to put it in there. They want to remind people. But Evans had this to say: "I'm just excited to come out to San Francisco, play for such a historic franchise," as he told Dave Bonilla of the 49ers Web Zone. "I've been looking at that franchise for a long time. Obviously, it was hard for me to leave Tampa, but I'm super excited to come out there, and this is what I feel like I needed at this point in my career." He says, "It was unfortunate, but it's kind of gave me a second wind. I'm a little bit fresher than I've been in years past. This offseason, I'm trying to use all the juice I've got." He also says, "I feel like it could help me get to where I want to go in post-career." We talked about this, right? When Evans left, a lot of Bucs fans want to put the blame on Todd Bowles, which it may be. It may be the blame on Todd Bowles. It may be the blame on Jason Light. Maybe the blame on the fan base. I don't believe any of that. It's just, I talked to Booger McFarland about a month and a half ago. Sometimes guys just want different challenges. Evans wanted a different challenge, and he also says he wanted to play for the 49ers a long time. Why? Because it's a historic franchise, and because you get a chance to play or be close to his idol in a Jerry Rice. He says, "I want to go post-career. I never take things for granted and never assume." Also has this to say, the perception exists that Evans left. He said, he's trying to prove people wrong and prove myself right. After a streak of recording at least 1,000 receiving yards and campaign ended 11 seasons because he suffered a hamstring injury. That's the thing about Evans. The last couple of years, he hasn't been able to stay healthy, and Bucs fans know this all too well. As much as he is a mismatch nightmare when it comes to putting him in the right place at the right time against smaller corners or going into the red zone, the guy's going to miss some games. And, Father Time is undefeated. For every Tom Brady, there's a situation like Aaron Rodgers who hasn't been able to stay healthy for the last couple of years. Hey, you want to do me a favor? You want to come on here and talk about your experience here at Up the Block Barbershop? Not today. Oh my gosh, everybody's shy here. What's going on here? I'm trying to promote the barbershop here, get some of these people on here to talk about their experience, but you got plenty of people getting their hair cut. Again, 4946 Moog Road in Holiday, Florida. They see the camera, they see the setup, and they're just like, I don't want this. I don't want that smoke. Okay. I don't want to put my name on it. That's okay. Again, open phone line 727-255-0391. So what do you think about these comments? Did they irritate you, Bucs fans? Put the comments there in the box here on the Sports Web, or get on the phone line 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391 as we're 5 days away from the NFL draft. And I threw this idea out there because we always do it every year. We do a fan mock draft, and basically I charge you $10. And besides the Bucs, you take your team or team that you pick, and if you get the pick right, I buy you lunch. Do you guys want to do that on Monday? Do you guys want to do that on Wednesday? Put the comments there in the box here on the Sports Web. You want to do that? We can do that. Let's go out to Brightside Broadway. Hey, Peter, go Bucs. Go Bucs.
Wait up, little boy. Wait up.
Go Bucs.
It's exciting.
Go Bucs.
Fire the cannon!
Go Bucs. Good stuff there. Thank you, Brightside there from North Carolina. Vaughn says, hey, good afternoon, Peter. Should the Bucs lean towards need or best player available? I kind of go back and forth to this, right? So this goes back to my draft experience watching it in 2007. There was clearly a need for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the time. Supposedly John Gruden, who was the coach of the Bucs, wanted to trade up and get a Calvin Johnson. Of course, Calvin Johnson turned into a franchise, Hall of Fame, game-changing wide receiver. Monty Kiffin and the ownership wanted to go with the need, which was Gaines Adams. All those are great thoughts. Calvin Johnson turned into a great player. Gaines Adams, maybe not so much. The late, great Gaines Adams didn't work out when it came to getting the pass rush. Lo and behold, you're still waiting for a pass rusher. The Bucs haven't had an edge rusher since friggin' Leroy Selman in the 70s. I said friggin'. I didn't say the other word. I promise. Anyway, with all that being said, at the end of the day, the the guy that was on the board was Adrian Peterson. Now, they had Cadillac Williams. So you could have went with Adrian Peterson. If you're subscribing to the theory that you're going to go with the best player available, then you would have taken Adrian Peterson. Of course, Peterson turned into a Hall of Famer. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. I believe he's going to be a Hall of Famer. Hasn't been a Hall of Famer yet. You would have taken him because you had a running back. To me, I don't think you can go best player available unless it is an edge rusher or an inside linebacker. And I think edge rusher. You know, the great thing about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 15 this year is they got El Quadin Muhammad, who had 11.5 sacks. So you don't necessarily have to get a rookie to come in there right away and give you double-digit sacks. And we know it's an anomaly in the first place because the last 10 years you've had 6, count them, 6 rookies. So you don't necessarily have to get that production right away. They can come in there, you can groom them. We know Jason Light and the story about, you know, going after Chris Braswell didn't work out so far. JTS has been a bust at this point. Yaya Diaby's shown some flashes of brilliance. You know, he'll have an opportunity to take that next step. We'll see what happens. Hassan Reddick hasn't worked out. So you got to go into the draft because you weren't able to go into free agency and get the big name like a Trey Hendrickson or trade for a Max Crosby. You got Muhammad. He had 11.5 sacks. You don't necessarily have to depend on that rookie to come in right away. That's not to say you don't draft the position. So for me, best player available is nonsense. Because if it's best player available, then you're drafting Adrian Peterson even though you got Cadillac Williams on your team, right? I mean, you tell me, Bucs fans. Best player available or need, open phone line, 727-255-0391 and 727-255-0391. So, Vaughn, thank you very much for the question. Appreciate you as always.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go out to Lawrence here. Tampa Bay Rays moved to Tampa. Tampa Bay Lightning moved to St. Pete, Florida, because I'm tired of the fans traveling to games to see them losing and not win. Lawrence, I don't know what you're talking about, but the Lightning have won lots of games, especially when it comes to Stanley Cups. What, 2 Stanley Cups here in the last 5 years? Not bad. The Rays, you know, haven't won a World Series championship. They do have plenty of wild card playoff banners, which I know lots of Rays fans love. So we'll see here in the next couple of years that they can work on that, but nobody's moving. I mean, you move the Rays to Tampa because that's where the population is. And yes, there is some complaints of driving because I've driven that before. It's not bad, but it can be, you know, it can be a little bit difficult to drive in that traffic. And I think Tampa makes sense. And on top of it, I live in Tampa. I live right down the street. I want to see this deal go through. I think it's going to go through. That's the reason why Commissioner sells the team to the ownership in the first place, just saying. So both of those teams have won. The Rays haven't won world championships. The Lightning have won Stanley Cups, and we'll see what they can do on Sunday with starting it out versus Montreal. Game 1, 5:45 start. Be there, Lightning fans. All right, let's see here. Take a center. CW, not a what? I don't know what this is. Took CW, not an R. I don't know what that is, boss. Gary, you got to throw that. I don't know what that is. You got to rewrite that or something. King Cook 1485 says best player available for what we need is the difference for our team. We got holes. You got holes on defense. You got holes at edge rusher. Didn't have that many sacks. What do you have? 12 sacks last year in the second half of the year. That's definitely not going to get it done. Tom Brady knows that.
That's good enough to suck right there.
Definitely sucks, Tom Brady, because he can't look at, again, I always go back to this. People keep on saying it's a broken record. You go back to that Super Bowl team. Who did you have? You had JPP, you know me, and you had Shaq Barrett. You had both of those edge rushers on the edge, of course. And then in the middle, you had Ndamukong Suh, and you had Vita Vea, which pushed the pocket. You need those edge rushers. You need those players to get after the quarterback. That's what you're missing. Now, some people would mention and say, you'll possibly go after Dexter Lawrence from the Giants. It's going to cost you. It's going to cost you. It's going to cost you some picks. I don't know if that works. I don't know if Lawrence works in this defense. I don't think he does. I told you what the big key is. Kalijah Kancey has to stay healthy. If Kancey can stay healthy, that defense is different. You get pressure on that team. Okay, let's see here. So best player available. Again, what do you guys think here, Bucs fans? Open phone line 727-255-0391 and 727-255-0391 as we're live here from Up the Block Barbershop, 4946 Moog Road in Holiday, Florida. I'm your host, Peter Blake, your Rolex reporter. Get down here, come and see me, be a part of the evolution of sports talk television. Like, we got to come back here. We got to have like food or hot dogs or something. Get people out here, tell them that you can bring a sports talk show to a barbershop and make it look like, again, the evolution of sports talk television. And what is the sports web? It's a cross between a radio and TV show with radio elements, plenty of engagement, plenty of phone calls when people are calling, which they aren't right now, but that's okay. I get it. Everybody's doing things Saturday. It's 89 degrees. Thanks a lot, Florida, for participating in spring. Awful. That's why we live in Florida, but we have plenty of water out there if you're going to be out and about, and hopefully you're tuning into the evolution of sports talk television. Let's go out to these comments here. Chris Cole says, first time the Bucs have drafted above number 19 since 2020. There you go. So that definitely may help. You are going to get on here and talk to me and talk to everybody because I have been promoting you continuously on this show. Huh? Yeah, come on. Sit down. I'm ready for you, bro. I'm absolutely ready for you. Put those, get close to that mic. Put those, I think you need that booster seat. You got that booster seat there? You look real. See, this was kind of, and you guys gave me like a barber chair, which is great because I can move around a little bit like that. Ricky Hightower, my favorite barber right here who does fantastic work. How long you been doing my hair, boss?
Probably about 2-3 years.
You got to get close to that mic. Get close to that mic. Go ahead.
I've probably been cutting Peter for about 2 years.
2 years now. And he's done a great job. I've never had a bad haircut ever. He's always done quality work. That's why we came out here in the first place, because of you, Mr. Ricky Hightower, doing great things here at Up the Block Barbershop. So tell me, man, well, you're a sports fan, who you're a fan of? You're a Bucs fan. Lots of Bucs fans on this show. You're a Bucs fan or you're somebody
Obviously
else?
A Bucs fan.
Right.
I'm from Florida.
Okay.
Gotta be a Bucs fan and come with it.
Here, get that. I gotta hear that, man. Go ahead, say it again.
Yeah, so obviously I'm a Bucs fan. Gotta be a Bucs fan. I'm from Florida to come with it.
Okay. Good.
I like Orlando. We in the playoffs.
Yes.
I like what's going on in the Florida sports scene right now.
It's nice, right? You got Orlando Magic. You got them. That's good. They're trying to. I guess the fans are trying to fire their coach, much like what the Bucs fans are trying to fire Todd Bowles. We'll see if both of those things happen. Hopefully they don't. Hopefully the Magic can upset the Pistons. We'll see. Number 1 seed, 16-22 this year. Big time story of the NBA. But the Magic do have pieces. But talking about the Bucs, I just asked PJ about it when it comes to Mike Evans, Levante David. How surprised were you that Mike Evans moved on, Levante David retired?
Oh man, Mike Evans was catastrophic. I heard.
Right.
But we're gonna bounce back.
Right.
We're gonna bounce back.
About to bounce back. So you have faith in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You're not like some of these fans saying that it's doom and gloom and the season's already over with at this point.
No, absolutely. We got faith over here in Tampa.
All right.
We're gonna bounce back.
I love it. Good stuff here. So who do you think they're going to draft at 15? You think they're going to draft a tight end, offensive guard? They're going to go defense. You got to go defense, right, Ricky?
I would respect defense, knowing we just lost Levante David.
Right. You need an inside linebacker. He's right. You need a heir apparent. You don't have that at this point. They pick up Alex Anzalone from the Lions. Nice player, going to be 32 years old in August. We'll see how that works out. Always been a thorn in the side of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So you're a big-time Mike Evans fan. Were you surprised? Because a lot of fans assumed that he was going to re-sign with the Bucs. His comments now with the San Francisco 49ers, he always wanted to play with the 49ers. You feel bad about that situation? How do you feel about that situation?
I don't feel bad about it. Things going to change.
Right.
I'm definitely a big Mike Evans fan. That was a big loss.
Right.
You can't coach 6'5" and a pigskin that way. You know what I mean?
You can't.
We got other receivers. They just going to have to grow up and learn as we go.
Yeah.
I think Baker will make something happen.
I agree. I think Baker will definitely make something happen. You're going to definitely have to consider re-signing him. You okay with re-signing Baker Mayfield, or you say play out another year?
I'm definitely okay with re-signing Baker.
Right now.
Yeah.
Sign him to $50 million.
15 ain't nothing. Not for what he brings
50.
to the table.
Not 15, 50.
Oh, nah, 50 ball, crazy.
Yeah, see, you got closer to the mic when I said that. $50 million. That's been the report out there from The Athletic a month and a half ago that he could reset the market.
I don't know what the books look like. If we can afford it, I say go for it, as long as it ain't gonna give a blow.
It's not my money. You know, I feel like it's not your money. It's not my money. It's right. It's
I say give him 15.
Right.
All day.
Well, the 15, the market's not there. Like if the barber market were like 10 million, and somebody tried to give you 1 or 2 million, no, the market's 10, 15 million. I'm taking 10, 15 million for the barber market. The quarterback market is up there. It's exorbitant at this point, 50 to $60 million, and Baker deserves it. 95 touchdowns, 37 interceptions. The same.
For sure in the sport.
Yes, top 5.
Like he worth top 10.
Sure,
top 5.
He could definitely be top 5. A lot of Bucs fans think he's top 15. Brent thinks he is a top 15 or not a good quarterback at all. Wants him out of here in Tampa. So how long you been a Bucs fan for, Rick?
I've been a Bucs fan all my life. I grew up in Florida.
All right. So
there
you go. I grew up in Florida too. So that's why we do the evolution of sports talk television. Of course, you do some bets. We were trying to get you on here on Sundays. It's been very busy for you. Saturdays and Sundays, Barber bets. Talk about that. How confident are you in your handicapping skills? We got our own guy here, Harry the Greek, who is a handicapper extraordinaire. How you doing on your bets there, my friend?
I like my picks.
Yeah.
It's always something you can find, get you a quick win in.
There you go. What have you won lately? Can you talk about it? How many shekels have you won?
I don't want to talk about.
You don't want to talk about. No, everyone wants to talk about their wins. They want to talk about their losses, but they don't want to talk about their wins. Rick, appreciate you, Ricky Hightower here on Up the Block. Go ahead before you get out of here, because I know you got some people waiting for you. Promote yourself here on the evolution of sports talk television, the sports web. Tell people why they should not go too far. If they have to go far, it's Up the Block Barbershop. Go ahead and tell them why they should come out here to your barbershop.
You just said it. You don't got to go too far.
Yes.
You just got to go up the block. We always got somebody here that's ready to accommodate you.
There you go.
Always good cut.
This guy right here, my favorite barber, he cuts the Rolex Reporter. Tell him the Rolex Reporter sent you. Get a discount with that? Are we throwing a discount on that?
Tell me, Peter, the Rolex Reporter sent you. I got you. I'm going to hook you up.
Discount. He's got you. He's got you covered. He put his name on that. Ricky Hightower, appreciate you coming on the evolution of sports talk television. Continue to do great work.
This one brought to you by Gatorade.
Oh, there you go. Well, you got Gatorade as a official sponsor. TikTok won't kick us off for that. They already kicked us off. Thank you very much, Ricky, right there. Ricky Hightower. Love it. There you go, Rick. There you go, Rick. Killing it here on the evolution of sports talk television here as we're live. Phone lines are open if you want to talk draft, if you want to talk Mike Evans, you want to talk Baker Mayfield extension, you want to talk mock draft. Fans, do you want to do this mock draft? Do you want to participate in this where you become the general manager? I won't charge you, but listen, you've got to tune into the show. You can't just leave me hanging. You can't leave me high and dry here and not call the show. If you want the Raiders and you don't show up, or you have another team and don't show up, say the Cowboys or the Bengals, why the hell would anybody want the Bengals in the first place? But let's say you choose the Bengals and you get the pick right, you get lunch on me. Yes, I'm not such a cheapskate after all. I'm not. I will buy you lunch if you get the pick right. But tell me if you guys want to do the mock draft there on Monday or Wednesday night. Put the comments there in the box here on, again, the Sports Web. Remember, like and subscribe to the Sports Web on YouTube. YouTube Super Chats are open. If you love the content, give to the content. Facebook Stars are open. We're live there on Instagram Live. As always, again, a funny situation. TikTok kicked us off because they didn't like my LeBron James comments. Hey, are you going to jump on here and talk about your experience at Up the Block? Yeah, you. Bring your kid in. All right. See, Braxton, come on over here. Come on over here, Braxton. Everybody's nervous. Why? What are you nervous for? It's just a camera. It's just an inanimate object. It's not going to hurt you. I mean, we're only across all these platforms at this point. Go ahead, jump in there, put those cans on there. Mr. Braxton, one of the great barbers here at Up the Block Barbershop. Get close to that mic, please, so I don't have to bring it unless you want to bring it to you right there. Welcome to the evolution of Sports Talk Television live here from Up the Block.
Man?
What's up?
You know, just chilling, hanging out.
Yeah.
At the shop, up the block, like he said, it's not too far.
It is.
Right up the block.
It is up the block, 4946 Moog Road in Holiday, Florida. Whether you want a haircut, beard trim, or fade, they got you covered. One of the great barbers here, Braxton. He's cut my hair before. How long you worked here at Up the Block?
Oh, man, I've been here for a while. I've been here for about 6 years now.
6 years. Wow.
Yeah, I remember I was growing up. I used to sleep here.
You used to sleep there.
No, sleep.
Oh, sweep. I said sleep here. Well, you've been there for 6
nah.
years. You sleep here, sweep here, do all of it here. They're laughing in the background. That's great. I love it. Love it. All right. So you used to sleep here. So what got you into barbering, man, in the first place?
I used to mess my own hair up.
Really?
Trying to cut my hair. You know, we used to go to the barber shop. I'm like, dang, I know I can do that. And then I found some clippers and I tried it and it was nothing what I thought.
Right.
Yeah, messed my hair up bad.
Mess your hair up bad. So you got to do that a couple times in order to become a barber. See, I wouldn't do it because if I did it, I would be shaving my beard off. I have some weird style at this point. You know, have a weird crew cut or something. I just can't do it. I got to go to you guys so you can make me look, professional on this show.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Very cool. What's the worst thing you ever did to your hair yourself?
Ooh. Man, I had that a couple times.
Yeah?
Yeah, I shaved off my mustache.
Yeah.
Because I done made it too thin.
Oh, okay.
Well,
it didn't age you, right? You look younger.
I look
unless you had a girl.
I was looking crazy.
Right.
Man.
Did you have a girl? You didn't have a girl at the time?
I didn't.
Well,
but
yeah, you got to be careful with that because if you have a girl, again, disclaimer, I'm single, but if you have a girl, you mess up your beard and she likes it a certain way.
Oh, yeah, they mad.
You're sleeping on the couch, bro.
Yeah, they mad.
That's how it is.
Well,
so
you might have to just try to talk them out of it,
right?
Temporarily. Wait till
you
go back.
You gotta pay some money.
Yeah.
You gotta take them out to dinner. You gotta wine them and dine them a little bit. That's what you gotta do. All right, good stuff. Big time sports fan.
Somewhat, a little bit.
Bucs fan.
Oh yeah. I love the Bucs.
What did you think about Mike Evans, Levante David leaving?
So, I like Mike Evans, but I don't feel like he did a bad thing going to the 49ers. I grew up actually liking the 49ers.
Right.
So I feel like he actually may be like a solid piece to their team.
Right.
And then, they both made it to the playoffs, the Bucs and the 49ers, right?
Well, no, the Bucs were shut out. They lost the dreaded three-way tie of 8-9 as the Panthers got in. Yes, on the strength of beating the Bucs. Even though the Bucs beat them the first time, the Bucs couldn't close out the Falcons. And the dreaded 3rd and 28, 4th and 14, which a lot of Bucs fans feel like that's when Mike Evans decided to leave Tampa. Like you said, in his comments suggest he was always thinking about going to the San Francisco 49ers in the first place because of historic franchise. Not to say the Bucs aren't, but again, 49ers and of course Jerry Rice. So I don't feel so bad about it. But then again, it kind of makes you wonder how long was he thinking about going into the 49ers? We'll see how he plays because he hasn't been able to stay healthy. How about Levante David? You think that's a huge loss, defensive leader there on that team?
I think so, definitely, because you said, man, if we get another offensive player, it don't matter how many points we can score, because if they get 31 points and we only get 30, we still lose.
That's what I'm saying. Like if people are saying you need to draft, offensive player, best player available, if it's a tight end or it's a guard, guard's not going to help you. It'll help your depth, but you have 2 starting guards already. You draft a tight end. Yeah, it's going to help you because you play 2 tight end set, but it's not going to help your defense.
Nope.
You score 40 points, you give up 41. Doesn't matter. This defense is not good. You got to get the best player available when it comes to edge or inside linebacker. Just my opinion.
And I feel like, too, the people that they have, too, if they train them up enough, because I feel like, too, when you get to that point, when they end up getting on the field and they haven't played, they probably are nervous.
Yeah.
I would be nervous.
Well, I definitely think you're not nervous on this show. A lot of people have been so nervous because you just cut a guy. We tried to get him on here.
I'm sweating a little bit. I'm a little nervous.
A little nervous. First time you've been on camera. You're doing well.
Oh, yeah.
You and Ricky are doing well. PJ did well. I could see PJ was a little bit nervous. So that's okay. PJ's cool. But we got you camera shot here. So we get you guys doing your work or whatever. That's great. So go ahead. Once again, what do you see this Bucs team doing in 2026? You positive? Are you positive about this? PJ said he thinks they're going to go for a long run here in the playoffs. Ricky's positive. What do you say? Optimistic about this team?
I can see them definitely going to the playoffs.
Okay.
If they add that key factor of defense.
Right.
Defensive line, I feel like is a big thing because they don't have pressure on the quarterbacks. Then, man, because I know who was it that was tearing them up?
Right.
Was it the Falcons you said? They were.
Yes.
Was it 30-something-0?
It was not that bad. But the Bucs were leading at the time. I believe they were leading 26-13, and they end up losing the game 27-26 in a Thursday night heartbreak. I believe that's what the score was. It's still too early, but I'm thinking, I'm trying to go back to last year. It was a dreadful game. You have 2 downs there, 3rd and 28, 4th and 14. You got to make a stop. The Bucs team defense is not able to make a stop. You make one of those stops, you're in the playoffs. You win the division. Period.
Oh man, yeah.
So yeah,
that's a big one.
How about that? So, all right, promote yourself here, Braxton, on the evolution of sports talk television. Tell them why you should come to Up the Block Barbershop.
Man, come to Up the Block Barbershop. We got the best barbers in the city, the best vibe. And we got Pete Blake on our side.
Yeah, there you go. Give it up right there. Yes.
Go to uptheblockbarbershop.net to book an appointment with us.
All right. Appreciate you, Braxton. Thanks a lot for coming on the evolution of sports talk television, my friend. All right. All right. Appreciate you. Look at this guy. Come on. He came out here. He was one of the souls that drove. He's my former classmate at the Connecticut School of Broadcasting. How long ago? Put those cans on. It's good to see you. How long has it been, Cole CSB brother?
Well, it's been since 2012.
2013. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Somewhere in there.
How you doing? You got the lightning gear on? You ready for the lightning?
I do. I'm ready for this.
Gotta love that.
Yeah, I feel like I'm at the game right now.
Right? People
right
are like they're waking up and they're right. Well, it's pretty loud.
It is.
It's the
and I only have the one ear that works. So you're trying to deafen me. It's all good.
There you go. Try to just get close to that mic there.
Yeah, man. I got it.
Yeah. So, all right.
You gotta do what they taught us in.
No, you don't have to do that.
In broadcasting school.
You don't have to do that. They don't have to do that here. Not on
get
this
up here,
show.
real close.
Yes. Get close to the mic.
Like it's a woman. Yeah. Get up real close.
Get a little closer. Okay, we'll stop there. Thank you. Bucs.
Enough of your singing.
Right. My singing is terrible, man.
Yeah, no kidding. You get an argument from me.
I'm a talker, not a singer.
Yeah, that's right.
I sang it to my mom the other night. She's like, I like it. I'm like,
what's up with you, man? Shooting out like your mom's age, not once, but twice. Today you did it too. I mean, come on.
I had to do it. I wanted to know if she was paying attention. And of course, I believe she is paying attention. She is tuning in here. Hold on. Let me see her comment here. Watching the best sports talk show in the Tampa Bay area, the sports web. That's why I say her check is in the mail. And more than likely, she's going to be my agent.
She only said that because you're paying her to do that.
Well, probably are.
Yeah, because like I wouldn't have done that if you'd have shouted out my age.
That's what we learned in broadcasting school. It's called payola.
Yeah.
So that's what.
That's exactly it. Yeah, payola. That's it. What are you? You're a DJ from the 1950s.
I'm telling you. Well, they had some situations there with music lately. You would have to payola some of the music that you listen to on the radio.
Well, yeah. Oh, I don't listen to music. I listen to you.
Oh, well, thank you.
I'm watching Facebook. I'm on YouTube. You got something else too with the
we had TikTok
daily?
on, but we said something bad about LeBron James. So it makes sense because the Chinese are running that, right? Is that Chinese affiliated?
Yes, China
okay,
affiliated.
So I think they're connected somehow.
Well, don't say anything about Yao Ming. Is what I'm trying to say. Don't say.
I like Yao Ming, but Yao Ming actually. Somebody told me this. His injury might be related to Hakeem Mesidor. We'll talk about that. Only 5 days away. Hakeem Mesidor is on the board, even with the foot problems.
Yes.
He may have an injury like Yao Ming. Are you taking him at 15? Or are you
I'm
passing
not taking any of those guys. I'm taking the best guard available if he's available at 15.
Okay.
And the reason why I'm doing that is because I'm taking the guard that we have, the left guard that we have, and moving him to center and taking our center and making him the all-world utility guy so that we will never miss when somebody goes down. That's what I'm doing. Graham Barton.
You move Graham Barton from center to a utility guy.
Yeah, to a utility guy. Yeah, swing guy. He can go guard. He can go center. He can go tackle. That's what I'm doing. And here's the deal. This is what I'm doing. I'm building the offensive line because this is what we're going to do. We're going to go either we're going to be the number 1 team in the division and win the division, or we're going to be the last team in the division because we are not getting squeezed in the middle. And if we are last, then we're top 10, which means we get a quarterback and we say goodbye to Baker. Not much to my chagrin, because I think Baker's a top 3 quarterback in this franchise.
Do you think that he gets an extension?
If we win the division, yes.
So you're not in favor of re-signing, because there's been talk of Jason Light signing him to possibly $50 million.
I don't think they will. I do not think they will. I think that's smoke.
Okay.
I don't think they will, because I have the.
I'll make you a bet.
I have the conspiracy theory. You know that conspiracy theory where I think if
those
they
are
suck,
provided on YouTube if you're bored. Yes, they are.
Yes,
conspiracy theories.
I have that conspiracy because I think that the Bucs are trying to line up to get a quarterback next year if Baker craps the bed, which is very possible because Baker's either awesome or he sucks.
Right. He does that.
He's never a good quarterback. He's either great or he sucks. And if he sucks, he's on bench somewhere.
95 touchdowns, 37 interceptions. I continue to mention that, but last year 13-2 looked like the MVP in the first half of the year, then 13-9 in the second half.
13-9, yeah.
But we heard from Levante David, which kind of validates the point we've been putting out there on the sports web, and a lot of Bucs fans put it out there, is that he was dealing with multiple injuries.
Multiple, yeah.
When it comes to his knee, when it comes to his oblique, his shoulders,
his shoulder for sure.
For me, I think he gets re-signed, and I'm willing to bet you a plate of wings.
You're already going to lose the USF bet.
Well, I'm not losing that one either, because Heartline is staying here because they're going to have that outdoor stadium, and eventually
he's going to stay here for like 2 or 3 years, and then he's going to go just like every other person that's employed by USF, because USF is everybody's stepsister, and much to my chagrin, because I'm a huge USF fan.
I think with that outdoor stadium or the on-campus stadium, they'll get it together. And again, I believe what Derek Brooks, who's my favorite player, Mr. Derek Brooks, now running with the USF. And I'm trying to think of Rob Higgins. I met him from Tampa. Good guy. We'll get him on the evolution.
And he's a USF grad too.
That's right.
Yes,
that's right. So he's gonna make this happen. Yes, he's gonna make this happen. And he's going to keep Heartline. Heartline's going to be a sensation. He's not. Did you know the difference between USF and Texas, right? What's that?
About an inch either way.
Okay.
Anyway.
Very good. Very, very, very good. Nice try there. Tom Brady had something to say.
That's good enough to suck right there.
In fact, I'm going to go out to the media icon, which we miss him, Mr. TJ Reeves of the Buccaneer Radio Network. He has this to say to Bucs fans who want Todd Bowles fired, and that joke.
Go away. Go away. I will hold the door.
There you go.
Yeah. No, I don't want him fired. I want him to go one more year, and then he's going to get fired when they're a top 10 pick, and we're going to get the former coach of the Steelers,
Mike Tomlin.
So
you have no faith in this team they can turn it around. Come on.
I believe they will turn it around, and he'll get an extension along with Baker, and we'll just run it and keep going until the wheels fall off, or they will crap the bed and start all over again.
Okay. All right.
There's not going to be, if they're not going to be second in the division, they're not going to be third in the division. They're either going to be dead last, fourth, fighting for a top 5 draft pick, or they're going to be in the playoffs. There's no in between.
Playoffs. Well, but is the playoffs good enough? You win the NFC South. You're out in the first.
South, you're going to be in
the first round. If you get eliminated,
a home game in the playoffs, yeah.
If you get eliminated in the first round, do you fire Todd Bowles?
Yes.
Your silence speaks volumes. Okay.
Yes.
If you fire Todd Bowles and you go through a full rebuild, let's say the doomsday scenario that a lot of Bucs fans are putting out there right now.
Well, that wouldn't be a doomsday scenario. That would be get
Well, to a lot of Bucs fans, it would be a doomsday scenario because you guys can't handle winning a division. It's not good enough for you guys. You ain't satisfied anymore.
Listen, I'm satisfied.
You're too bougie, as the kids would say.
I'm not bougie at all.
Right. Well,
like I'm the farthest thing from bougie. I mean, I'm a Buck fan.
I remember.
I was a fan when
you remember the doldrums.
Yes.
You want to go back to that?
No.
How patient are you? Or how patient are you willing to be if you go through a full rebuild for this Bucs team? 3 to 5 years. Tops.
I
right?
don't know. I don't think it's going to be 3 to 5 years. If you get a top quarterback and you have that offensive line, it's
got
not
a top quarterback, Baker Mayfield.
No. I'm talking about if it's the doomsday scenario that I'm talking about.
Okay.
Being a top 10 pick or top 5 pick, next year because we've crapped the bed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because Baker's hurt or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
If we get to top 5 pick, then they're gonna get a quarterback, and they're gonna have the offensive line, they're gonna have the wide receiving core. They're gonna be awesome.
Okay.
And it's not gonna be this 3 to 5 years. It's gonna be like 2 years. Like what did the Saints? Not the Saints. The Patriots. Yeah.
I say you got Baker Mayfield. Who thought that Sam Darnold last year was going to win a Super Bowl? He had his fair share of turnovers. Why not Baker Mayfield? Why not?
I think Baker Mayfield can do it.
Baker has this to say.
Wait up, little boy. Stop. Wait up. Shake and bake.
There you go.
Yeah.
Shake and bake.
Yeah.
So how many wins in 2026 for this team? Come on, Cole.
Well, if my conspiracy theory is correct, it's either going to be less than 5.
Yikes.
Or
jeez.
Well, yeah. I mean, less than definitely.
Well, less than
6.
5, then you're getting
a top 5 pick.
Right. A lot of people like Arch.
Or it's going to be 12.
All right. I'll take the 12. I'll go with the 12 on that. 10, 11. We got Cole, CSB brother. Yes, I know. Right here, former colleague, former classmate there, Connecticut School of Broadcasting. I'm your host, Peter Blake, your Rolex reporter. What time is it? It's my time. And of course, for Tampa Bay sports fans, it's your time, fans of the sports web. We're live here from Up the Block Barbershop. You don't have to go far. It's Up the Block Barbershop, 4946 Moog Road in Holiday, Florida. Whether you want a haircut, beard trim, or fade, they got you covered here. Go see Ricky and all the great barbers. Braxton in the background there. PJ. Anybody else who wants to get on? This guy right here. Got to introduce everybody. Trying to get people that just got a haircut. They look at the camera. You came in. You bum rushed the set, which is great. You're ready to go. That's that CSB training, which, by the way, the school's not around anymore. Can you believe that?
No, it's not. It's not.
It is not around anymore.
And well, yeah, but the director is now the state finalist for Teacher of the Year. So I mean,
is that Shayna King?
Yes,
Shayna King. Yes, love Shayna King. I love her.
Oh yeah.
And of course, Jennifer Perkins.
Yes,
who was very hard on me in the school, which is
she
great.
was hard on everybody.
That was great though. She taught me how to edit. I had to sit down. True story. 8 hours, learn how to edit, because she was like, you're just a meat puppet at this point.
Yes.
You think you can just get on camera and do whatever you want to, and you can't do that. You've got to learn the basics of doing it behind the camera, because this is a one-man band, which
you think you've got talent, but you don't have any talent yet.
No, you don't.
You can't be talent without being talented.
That's
and at that point, you weren't.
One thing I always learned about the school is, what was the guy's name? He said, if you find something different, keep it. And then he said, don't F it up. Who was that? Was that Skip Mahaffey?
It might have been Skip Mahaffey.
That was Skip. Matt Salmon. Matt Salmon gave me advice to pound the rock.
Matt Salmon and I went to high school together.
Are you serious?
I saw him at the 30th reunion.
That's cool, man.
Like he was the Matt and Matt show. He was doing what you're doing on the morning show at Armwood High School, class of 95.
How about that?
Yeah. And I knew him when he had hair. I mean, that's how long it.
That's a long time ago.
And we knew each other since before we had white beards.
There you go. There you go.
I'm trying to hide mine, and by the end of the day, it'll be gone. And you're just
I'm
like,
embracing
I'm loving it.
I'm embracing it. I mean, and listen, again, I'll throw the disclaimer out there. I am single, but the women, they seem like they like the salt and pepper look. I'm gonna embrace it. I'm gonna do it Rolex style. Again, I like it. I'm 47. I'll be 48. Whatever. It's all good.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm getting AARP cards, bro. I'm at 50, dog.
I don't want to think about it. Somebody told me the other day. One of my friends said we're almost 50. I said I'm not thinking about it, because I feel 27 sometimes when I wake up in the morning. Thank God I wake up in the morning. With that being said, how surprised were you that Mike Evans left the Bucs for the San Francisco 49ers?
Not surprised at all.
Yeah.
Because they offered him more money.
Okay.
And he said goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
And I say this: if you want to leave, go ahead and leave.
Right.
Say bye-bye. I mean, hit the TJ Reeves thing. Bye-bye. See you later.
Go away.
That's right.
Go away. I will hold the door.
I love that right there.
That's right. Yeah, it's the greatest drop you have. That's
Thank you.
Curious. That's the best drop you have.
Besides this one right here, let's see. They got another drop here. Let's see. Which we call Ray Kennedy all the time, every time he talks, because he takes the show and down into the gutter at this point.
Well, he does. But he's good at it. What can I say? He's very good.
He's great at it. Absolutely. He is great. So
you gotta be great at something.
Yes. I'm going to go ahead and get this up here. There we go. Cole CSB brother right there. So there you go. You know who Everybody knows who you are now.
Yeah,
so
of course.
Levante David retiring. How much of a loss is that? Because BA came on, went on the podcast. That's what they do now, go on all these podcasts. He says the Bucs can get over a loss of Mike Evans. They necessarily can't get over a loss of Levante David. Do you agree with that?
I think, yes.
Okay.
I think it's going to be harder to let go of Levante David on defense because he's another guy he's talented.
Right.
And yeah, he lost a step or two or three, but he was still getting to the ball and getting to the ball carrier without thinking because he's done it forever and a day. So you have all that experience. You have a coach on the field that you're losing, and you have a coach on the field that you're losing at the worst spot of the ball.
Yeah.
Like, it's one thing if you're losing, Tom Brady and you got a great offense and whatever.
Somebody's at Armwood High School. So I gotta do this. Cover your ears. Here it is. There you go. That's
Blue, white?
getting. Yes.
Armwood High School.
Yeah.
Blue, white?
Yes. Huh?
What? No, it's blue white. It's Armwood High School.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
blue white.
Blue white. Oh, okay. I didn't know that was like I thought you were saying something to I don't know what you're saying.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. So we got some people. We got another person coming in here. I'm going to see the reaction when she comes in here as she's coming into the barbershop here. It's going to be funny.
Is she going to come? Yeah.
Well, it looks like some people have been coming in all day long, and you can see the shot. They're getting their haircuts. You got PJ in the background. What's up, PJ? He was on the Evolution right there.
Yeah, these guys have been great. I mean, I'm listening to it on the way in. These guys are great.
We've had no pixelation at all. It's been tremendous at this point. I've tried to get plenty of customers on here to come up and talk about their experience. They look at the camera, and again, they're like, nope, not doing it.
Well, that was James Winston's problem.
How you doing? Welcome. How you doing? Yeah, you're on camera too, by the way. Oh, there you go. She's trying to get out of the way. Look at this. There you go. That's it. There you go. All right. So Levante David, more of a loss than Mike Evans at this point?
I think so, yes.
Okay.
Definitely. I think so. And I like Anzalone. I like the pickup, but I think we need another guy. And I think I think they're going to go linebacker in the second round, possibly.
All right. You're still not addressing the edge rusher.
If an edge rusher falls, maybe, but not the guys.
Mesidor is there. What about Ruben Bain Jr.?
No, I'd rather do Mesidor than Bain Jr. Bain Jr. is going to be a headache.
Get him an Uber.
Headache.
I'll drive him around for Uber.
He has so many. You drive him around? Yes. Okay. that's a deal. Hey, Bucs, if you can call Peter Blake. You can call the show.
I got to go Bucs Red Tesla. If he needs an Uber,
right.
I got him covered. I'll be the personal driver so he stays with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and doesn't get into trouble. I think Owens, Terrell, T.O. had a chaperone or something, didn't he? Or was that Des White? I think it was Des White. Des White had a chaperone.
Des White.
He may need a chaperone at this point. So.
Yeah. Well, I think he's got reckless driving multiple times.
Right.
Reckless driving.
Tickets are dropped. The woman, not to make light of the situation, the woman's in the car, seatbelt. She dies tragically.
And the family is like, I hope he has a good career, which means
we don't want attention on it, but you have to do your job.
Which means that there was some money changing hands, in my opinion.
Certainly seems like it. Seems like it at this point.
Well,
all right.
Walks like a duck, talks like a duck.
Yes. All right. So 15 a guard. You don't feel bad.
The best guard in the draft.
What about a tight end? What about Kenyon Sadiq?
Kenyon Sadiq is not a tight end.
What is he?
He's an X factor. He is your replacement for Mike Evans as far as a weapon in the red zone. If you get Kenyon Sadiq.
Oh, okay. All right.
He's not a tight end. We've got a tight end.
You just signed Cade Otton to $10 million.
We just signed a tight end.
So why are you trying to get another tight end at 15?
No, Kenyon Sadiq is not a tight end. He's a slot wide receiver. He's a slot guy. He can move all over the place.
All right.
Go everywhere. Do all this stuff. I mean, were all these great tight ends just tight ends? I don't think so.
Right. All right. Let me ask you this, and then we'll get you out of here, man. I appreciate your time.
I gotta get my haircut.
You gotta get your haircut, and then you gotta come back.
You've got better, more work with. I've got my heart belongs to Jesus, but my head is a little Jewish. I got that flesh colored yarmulke up here. You know what I'm saying? So.
That's great, man. That's great. I'm glad you came out for a haircut. You got to let everybody know about that really quick. But we asked the question here, Cole CSB, brother, here on the Evolution. Do we want to do a mock draft on Monday, fan mock draft, where we ask fans to pick a team. I think I'm gonna take the Raiders because giving away free lunch is one thing, and I can do that. But I'm gonna take the Raiders.
So you don't have to think. You can just pick the guy.
I'll pick Mendoza, and then everybody else can pick their team. Do you want a fan mock draft on Monday here on the Evolution?
Yes.
Okay. What team would you like?
Well,
all right. What I'll do is I will post it on Facebook. First come, first serve. But here's the deal. We'll do the first 15 picks. You have to tune in to the whole show.
Give me Tennessee.
Tennessee. All right. Tennessee, you're down for the Titans right there. Cole CSB, brother, right there. Appreciate you as always. Always wanted you to say this. Say, bring your passion, bring your excitement. Just don't bring any nonsense. Go.
Bring your passion, bring your excitement. Just don't bring any nonsense.
Boom. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate you as always. Yes, sir. Thanks a lot for coming out. Man, it's been a long time.
Yeah,
I appreciate you coming out to Up the Block Barbershop. There he is, Cole CSB, brother. Open phone line if you want to talk about anything we've been talking about here on the Evolution of Sports Talk Television on a Saturday afternoon, live from Up the Block Barbershop. 727-255-0391 and 727-255-0391. So we will read these comments. Again, the question, who do you want to see the Bucs draft at 15? Cole says a guard. Are you okay with the guard? I see Bretterson there. I see Cody Mauk, who talked to Pewter Report here recently. Looks like he'll be ready for all the off-season workouts. So to me, guard is a luxury at that point. Although I kind of said the same thing about Jason Line drafting Emeka Ibuka. And that worked out in the favor of the Bucs because Mike Evans and Chris Godwin and Jalen McMillan were hurt for most of the year. So if you don't have Emeka, again, it's trust his drafting ability. And I think you definitely do. And it's a big draft. It's a big draft for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in 2026. We always say that every year, but this year, particularly with everything that the Bucs and possibly, Todd Bowles being on the hot seat, Jason Line being on the hot seat, we'll see what happens. Best available players, what we need. Good comment there. Let's see. We have to get a disruptor on our D-line first. I think you have that with Vita Vea. Again, Kalijah Kancey, the biggest key, in my opinion, on this line. If he's healthy, then that line changes. The energy changes. You haven't had that the last 2 years. It's very reminiscent of Gerald McCoy and his start to his Bucs career, but that turned out pretty well. Let's go out to the owner right there, Mr. Carlos. You keep Bowles, you get a defensive need. No questions asked. Thank you. Let the truth set you free. Let's go out to Gary here. Cadillac, not Aaron. Yes, absolutely. Cadillac is not Aaron. You're right about that. That was a draft where they take Cadillac Williams. There was talk of John Gruden promising to take Mike Williams, who turned into a fat tight end in the National Football League. I believe he's from Plant High School. I think he's coaching Plant High School now. And then at the time, Mike Jenkins was also promised, but they ended up taking Cadillac Williams. The story with Aaron Rodgers is that he had a private workout with Gruden and Hall of Fame wide receiver Jerry Rice, and he was assured that the Bucs would take Rodgers. And, of course, the rest is history as they took Cadillac Williams, who had a damn good year for that rookie year, especially those first 3 to 4 games. And then you got Hurts, and he wasn't the same player after that. Thank you, Mom. Appreciate you. As always, check is in the mail. Hope you enjoyed your birthday. Ronnie says, go Bucs. Hope they go after a linebacker now that Levante David is retired. Number 54 will be missed. I mean, there are some options. We heard Todd Bowles talk about this week. 10 to 12 linebackers, inside linebackers, that could be taking the Bucs like. In the grand scheme of things, or the talk or the players, if you will, in a Jacob Rodriguez, who's very popular right now with the Bucs at a Texas Tech. Anthony Hill Jr. from Texas. How you doing? Welcome to the Evolution. Welcome to Up the Block Barbershop here as we're live. Anthony Hill Jr., Kyle Lewis could be from Pittsburgh. How you doing, bud? You ever been on camera before? You got your Batman toy, huh? That's cool. I like that. You want to put that in the camera? Put that in the camera. Let me see. You going to get in the camera right there? Well, we can't see. You got to come over here. Like, come over here. Let's see here. Let's see. Come on. Get up here. Get up here. Let's see. Oh, let's see. Here we go. All right. Now you got your Batman. Okay. So Batman right there. You got the Batman. He came out to Up the Block Barbershop. You're getting a haircut, right? Right. Okay. Come here a lot, Mom? Yeah? She's not talking to me. All right, man. Thanks a lot for coming on the Sports Web. All right. There you go. See? Kid friendly here on the evolution of Sports Talk Television. You got to love it. You want to come on here and promote yourself really quick, or are you going to be shy? After your haircut, you're going to be on here. We'll be on for just a little bit longer here. We're going to go about 20 more minutes. He's scared? Yeah, he's scared, but that kid wasn't scared. He got right up there, sat up on my lap there, showed his Batman toy. Very cool. Yeah, I agree. Again, 10 to 12 inside linebackers you could definitely look at this point when it comes to so I definitely think that's a need. Now, the key is, are they going to go after that linebacker at 15, or are they going to do it in the second round? We'll see what the Bucs do on Thursday night, as it is 5 days away. Can you believe this? 5 days away from the NFL draft. We got you covered here on the Evolution. It is going to be a busy, busy week. We got Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and maybe Saturday. We all go live on those days if you guys tune in. Again, YouTube Super Chats are open. Like and subscribe to the Sports Web on YouTube. Friend me on Facebook at Peter H. Blake. We'll try to get back on TikTok. Again, they got their feelings hurt or something, so they decided to restrict the broadcast. Can't even go to a barbershop and talk LeBron James without TikTok banning me. I got to love it. Let's see. Vaughn says, I believe in light. Just would love more of an impact player to pressure the quarterback. We need more speed on in front of the 7. Young juice. Yeah, they're banking on this. This is the reason why you didn't get a big name. We know that they were in on a Trey Hendrickson. There was a 2-year contract, more than likely a short-term deal at this point. He wanted a 4-year deal, so that's why he chose the Ravens. And maybe there's talk of he choosing the Ravens also because Mike Evans leaving the Bucs. I don't know. I think that's just conjecture at this point, but it does get around the league just a little bit. So definitely, you're banking on the draft. It's a big time one. You got to get young players, and that's why I say you can't fool around with drafting a guard or a tight end at 15. I don't care about that best player available nonsense. Go after need, get a player that can come in here, be very productive. All right, say less, huh? Scared, man. Not getting on there, but they're on camera right there. That thing's swinging. Okay, I don't know what that means, but okay. Say less. I don't know who that is. Say less. So they need to say less. I might get banned on Facebook for saying something like that. No. And that was okay. Oh, that's what I thought. That's what I thought it was. Yeah. Carlos with the muscles right there. Good stuff. Chris Cole says 35 to 40 million for Baker. Again, I'm just reporting what I know or what I see or what I've heard. $50 million. He could reset the market. We'll see what Jason Light, Mike Greenberg over there do. Jose Rivas, support my boy Peter H. Blake, Rolex reporter, keeping it 100. Always appreciate you there at Smart Financial. That's what I do during the week. Everybody thinks I do this all the time. I wish I could do it all the time, but I actually do some insurance. I give people auto and home and medical insurance. They hear my voice and they say, you sound like you should be on the radio. And I say, I am kind of on the radio. I'm the Rolex reporter. Why am I the Rolex reporter? Because I got a Rolex from Jake Paul for asking a question. Look it up. Google me, kids, if you want to. Thank you, Jose. Appreciate you. As always, King Cook 1485. We don't do Gatorade. We do Powerade only. Go Knowles. I love the Knowles too, but I think I do Powerade. Well, we still do, Gatorade. I understand it. Let's go out to Brent here. Chris, Baker Mayfield has choked in every big game he has played in. Purdy has won more playoff games than Baker Mayfield. Let's see. Getting Diamonds there. I'm doing great. Thank you very much for tuning in here live from Up the Block Barbershop. If you don't know, let me let you know. 4946 Moog Road in Holiday, Florida. You don't have to go far. It's Up the Block Barbershop. Go see Ricky and all the talented, fine favorite barbers here at Up the Block and tell them the Rolex reporter Peter Blake sent you. Whether, again, it's a haircut, beard trim, or fade, they got you covered. Trust me. I wouldn't go anywhere. Huh? Right, exactly. Well, the quality service here at Up the Block. The defense will be better this year. It better be. I don't want to extend Baker for real. I would just rather draft a young quarterback to throw in there. See, again, there's a problem with drafting a young quarterback. You got to go through those. Trials and tribulations, those ups and downs. We know this. Bucs fans know this. They know the history of rookie quarterbacks, where you have absolutely developed only one quarterback in the last 50 years, 50 seasons. That's not good odds. I'd rather have a veteran quarterback to start for Baker Mayfield than one quarterback out of 50 years. I'm not saying you don't draft the position, but you got to play the odds at this point. For every Drake May, there's a situation with Zach Wilson. I mean, it's the highest bust rate for a reason. You don't have the team around him. Do the Bucs have enough of a team around him? If you go through a full rebuild, you're tearing it down. You're trading players out. It doesn't seem like it would be pretty. The defense will be better this year. Hopefully they are. Let's go out to Carlos. Braxton has a boozy fade. So your owner said you have a boozy fade. Bougie fade, yeah. Boozy. Boozy fade, yeah, not bougie. Boozy, yeah, he said that. Getting Diamond Saturday with the boys, Saturday at the barbershop. Gotta love it. Can't go wrong. Brent Cook. Me to look at the Lions with that good defense, and they still haven't made the Super Bowl. Why? Look at their quarterback. Well, they got Jared Goff. And according to you, Jared Goff's a better quarterback than Baker Mayfield, and they still have not gone anywhere. Brent.
That's great enough to suck right there.
We tried the rookie quarterback route. It hasn't worked out at all. Gary says, Hex Cousins got us again. Kirk Cousins, thank you, sir. Yeah, that guy did against Lovie Smith. Let's go out to getting diamonds. I feel like the Bucs have a solid defense. We just need to keep adding players to the defense. We have Smith, Winfield, Parrish, Zion McCollum. They have shown us in the secondary keep adding back there. Getting diamonds. I would hate to draft a tight end early after re-signing Ott. We have enough firepower in the receiving position. I agree with you. I want to see what Devin Culp can do. I want to see what Payne Durham can do. But there is big-time interest with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and talking to tight ends, whether it's Kenyon Sadiq or other guys, Oscar Delp from the Georgia Bulldogs, other guys they've had in here looking at them. Chris, you can't stop looking at the Bills, Washington, Saints, and Bears. They all have franchise quarterbacks now, and all those teams have won absolutely nothing. Getting diamonds. Peter Blake is goated. Been watching you ever since COVID. Thank you, sir. Thank you for tuning in. Yep, we were all watching together. I remember that COVID time. That was 2020. That year was weird because everybody was kind of excited, but then there was kind of a cautious optimism because you didn't know when football season was going to start. It seemed like the longest off season of all time. In fact, I remember the draft being in May. So we had all that time to talk about football, Brady coming to town, all these Bucs players coming to town. The excitement was crazy, but it could have been even crazier if COVID is not going on. So I appreciate you tuning in. As always, haha, don't say anything about Yao Ming. It's hilarious. Chris Cole says, yeah, he's got you. That's my guy right there. Cole CSB, brother. You got to take care of him. He'll definitely. Last season in the past, we have to look towards next season. And that's right. Cole's getting up there, going to see my favorite barber, Ricky. That's what you do. Tell them the Rolex reporter sent you. That's what you do also. I believe you get a discount on it. Last season in the past, we have to look towards next season. That's it. There you go. Rolex special. The Rolex special going on here at Up the Block. Gotta love it. Baker is not a top 3 quarterback. He's played like it to a certain degree. Those stats don't mean nothing. Baker Mayfield has 36 picks in the last 3 years. 37 interceptions, 95 touchdowns. There you go. How many clutch playoff games he won? The game is on the line. Against the Philadelphia Eagles, he won that game, nearly beat the Detroit Lions a couple plays away, but again, it doesn't count. I know. Vaughn says, I'm a Baker fan, to be honest, but he has 2 win. Show us more. I understand the injuries to Baker Mayfield, but the offensive line can stay healthy. He has the weapons at his disposal to show what he has showed us before consistently. It's a young man right there is on camera again. Good stuff. Everybody's on camera right there. Good stuff right there. The defense will be better this year. Brent says it's not satisfying to be 8-9, 9 or 8. How about 10 wins? They had the Bucs at 10 wins. You still wanted Todd Bowles fired. Stop it. Stop playing. Stop moving the goalposts there. Brent, Baker can't see over the line. You say the same thing over and over again. Getting diamonds, I believe the Bucs will hurt for leadership standpoint from both players. You've seen how it was after the Falcons game. I would hate to see this team hit adversity this season with no players having that dog in them. I heard a little heart from Diaby in the postseason interview, but we need more leaders. Yeah, and I think, Jason Line also talked about that with some of the young leaders on this team. This is why the Bucs fans should be excited about this, because you do have a Kalijah Kancey, you do have a Baker Mayfield, you do have a Bucky Irving and a Emeka Egbuka and a Jalen McMillan, guys like that defensively, and a Yaya Diaby who looks like he's going to take a more defensive leadership role, and of course a Vita Vea and a Tristan Wirfs. They do have talent on this team. It's not like they're talentless, and I understand that Bucs fans again have a bad taste in their mouth from the second half finish, but all is not lost. That organization knows what they're doing. They have an opportunity to infuse more young talent in this draft in 5 days, and again, they do have young talent on this roster, so we'll see how that all plays out. Let's see. Gary says, keep saying Bucs. It's Bucs. Yes, it is Bucs. Absolutely. B-U-C-S. Go Bucs.
Fire the cannon!
Right there. Go Bucs.
How about them Bucks, baby?
Go Bucs. Mobile phone line 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391. David says, remember, Austin Seferian-Jenkins, they offered him a ride around everywhere. He refused to take it. Yes, he was definitely a bust. That's for sure. No offense at 15. Getting Diamond says Sadiq is a tight end. Yes, he is a tight end. Vaughn says at 15, they're staying put. I'm drafting Mansour Delane. He's the corner from LSU, I believe. So corner at this point. You like that pick? Cole CSB brother? All right, Cole CSB brother likes the cornerback pick. You could also go Jamon McCoy, although there are some questions. Could be a big-time red flag. He could be a player that's slipping down the boards because there's there's rumors out there. And again, what kind of stock you put into these rumors, because it is misinformation season at this point, because it is draft season, again, 5 days away. He could have a degenerate knee. So maybe he slips down at this point. Are you taking a chance on him? He's been mocked to the Bucs a couple times there. I'm not. You already have injury concerns with Zion McCollum. You already have injury concerns with Benjamin Morrison. And it's the reason why you got rid of Jamel Dean in the first place, because of all the injury concerns at this point. Peter is great with the kids, ladies. Thank you very much, Cole. Your check is in the mail.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Getting Diamond says, I hate the Knowles King Cook. It's Gator country over here. I love you getting diamonds, but we can't have that going on. Although Gator fans are welcome, I got to give you this.
That's good enough to suck right there.
I'll give you that Tom Brady right there. There's plenty of guards in the later rounds. Exactly, that's where Jason Light has usually picked his offensive lineman. Peter Blake MVP. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate you. Your check is also in the mail. Baker Mayfield never won nothing. He's 31 years old. He hasn't played with great teams in the first place. He played with a garbage team in the Cleveland Browns. What exactly? Thank you, Cole CSB, brother. What good coaches he had. He had the greatness of Stefanski, who's going to fall on his face with that. Those quarterbacks, the albatross of quarterbacks and contracts there with the Atlanta Falcons. Absolute garbage. David, any word if they're actually thinking about trading for a defensive tackle from the New York Giants? Hopefully we don't. That has definitely been talked about there. Possibly a late round, first round pick, second round. Would you trade that for Dexter Lawrence? Vita Vea is getting up there in age, about 32 years old. We'll see what the Bucs do here in the next couple days. It's about to get very, very busy here on the evolution of Sports Talk Television as we're almost getting ready to wrap this up. Here from Up the Block Barbershop. Getting Diamonds. Talent is nothing without coaching, playing your players to their best abilities. That's what's hurting us with Grizzard last year, especially with the offensive line injury. Yeah, you're missing both of your guards. You're reshuffling your offensive line around. You have your center playing left tackle. Who's on first? Who's on second? Who's on third? You can't live that way. You can't have reshuffling of offensive line all the time and expect to win games. So that definitely hurt. And then again, Josh Grizzard, what did we learn about him from Todd Bowles himself? Was 2 or 3 years away from being a decent to good offensive coordinator. And he was practicing. Allen Iverson, it's all about practice. We're talking about practice. He was practicing some of these plays and not using them in game time situations. What are we talking about here? It doesn't work at the end of the day. That's why he's fired. And with the Philadelphia Eagles, why would we trade for Dexter Lawrence? We could just draft a defensive tackle. Give me Caleb Bakes, get younger, pay less money on a rookie deal. Our own Blake Anthony of Blake and Blake Sports said the same thing about drafting a Banks from the Florida Gators. Now, I don't know if we ever got a chance to get to this, but Joel Glazer was on with Pewter Report's Matt Matera. Does a great job. Pewter Report over there, Scott Reynolds. Fantastic work as always. We've been doing it since 1992, so good for those guys. But Glazer had this to say when talking about Baker Mayfield. He said, obviously, the quarterback's the highest paid position on the team, rightfully so. That means that it's going good. So if the quarterback's making top money, then your team is probably doing well, and the quarterback's performing well. That doesn't hurt at all to write that check. It's something that all teams do when you have good quarterbacks. So there you go. And we've heard that, he's willing, the Glazers are willing to cash that check. Again, Lamar Jackson got a big-time contract deal there. I get it. You have contracts with Tristan Wirfs, Luke Gedeke, Chris Godwin. You have an opportunity there to restructure those. So we'll see. We'll see. And it could be, again, Mayfield right now. And if the Bucs don't re-sign him, they can always franchise tag him for the next 3 years. Mayfield is 33.3 in 2024, represented 13.1 of the cap. That would just be under $40 million, which is Matt Stafford signed for last offseason. Mayfield could shoot for $44 to $46 million. Once again, in the wrong business. Mama, let your boys grow up to be quarterbacks, because that's how much you make these days. Daniel Jones now sits in the usual trio alongside Patrick Mahomes and Deshaun Watson, which once again is the albatross of a contract with his off-the-field nonsense. So $50 million is certainly possible when it comes to Baker Mayfield re-signing with the Bucs. Let's go out to the latest mock drafts, and then we will get out of here for the day, as it's been a 2-hour extravaganza live from Up the Block Barbershop here in Holiday, Florida, 4946 Moog Road in Holiday, Florida. This from Buccaneers.com. They actually have a mock trade where the Bucs would trade down, which we know Jason Light has a propensity of doing in his history as a general manager for Tampa Bay. Propensity. There you go. What's propensity mean? There you go. Tendency to do it. Does it a lot. Jason Light does it a lot. That's why we say propensity. It's a good word. I like that. Studied the thesaurus today before I got on the evolution. The mock draft here, a mock trade. They trade down with the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland takes a wide receiver. Why not? You don't even have a quarterback, so take a wide receiver, ruin him too. The Bucs take Zion Young, the edge, which we heard our friend there, Booger McFarland of ESPN, talk about. Problem with Young, to me, doesn't have enough production. But again, what you do is, at the end of the day, you bring him in. You already have a veteran in Muhammad who had 11.5 sacks last year. You don't have to get the production right away from him. The Buccaneers were counting on the depth at edge rusher to make their trade down of 9 spots work. They're pleased to find several attractive candidates still on the board there. The Bucs go with Young, a potential 3-down player with great size, 6'6", 267. Power to set the edge against the run and bull rush opposing blockers. Young is a very physical player and tone setter who plays with the hair on fire at all times. Need more defensive players like that to play with their hair on fire at this point. The Bucs hit their biggest need with the player who can step right into a prominent role. Still have day 2 picks to address positions like off-the-ball linebacker, cornerback, and tight end. That's why it makes so much sense for the Bucs to trade down, especially if there's a quarterback on the board. Get those quarterback-starved teams hungry. Get a couple premium picks, trade down, get the player that you want in the first place. Let's go out to getting diamonds. Edge rushers getting paid $50 million a year. I would rather be an edge rusher. You could definitely be that. Definitely a great job to have at this point. And David says that Kalijah Kancey doesn't play at least 13 games this year. I'm considering him a bust. There will definitely be a decision if the Bucs will pick up his fifth-year option. So on that note, we'll go ahead and wrap it up right there. Live here on the Evolution of Sports Talk Television. Like and subscribe to the Sports Web on YouTube. Friend me on Facebook at Peter H. Blake. Again, Facebook stars open, YouTube super chats. As I'd like to thank everybody here for having us at Up the Block Barbershop. Can we get a round of applause at this point? Thanks a lot for having me here at Up the Block Barbershop. Remember, you don't have to go far. It's Up the Block Barbershop, 4946 Moog Road in Holiday, Florida. Whether you want a haircut, beard trim, or fade, they got you covered. Go see my favorite barber, Ricky, and all the talented barbers here at Up the Block Barbershop, and tell them the Rolex reporter, Peter Blake, sent you. With that being said, we'll wrap it up right there. We'll say it, 3 things. You know them, you love them, you got to have them. We'll be back on Monday night on The Evolution. Bring the passion, bring your excitement. Just don't bring any nonsense. I'm your host, Peter Blake, your Rolex reporter. What time is it? It's my time. And for fans of the Sports Web and the Tampa Bay sports fan, especially you Go Bucs fans, it's your time. We'll see you next time here on The Evolution of Sports Talk Television. And as we always say on this show to end it off, Go Bucs.